Shut up and sit down.
Join everyone. Is my voice coming till the last? Okay, so now I'll share my experience. As everyone know that my name is Ojas Shevare. I've been here 15 days ago. I've shared a speech 15 days ago also. So I'll not share my my experience of written examination. I'll share my SSB experience because it's quite interesting. So my 5-day SSB, it was in Bhopal, 21 SSB Bhopal. So the first day was screening, in which there were 84 students were reported and only 31 students got screened in first day. 60 were out on the first day itself. So that was means everyone know PPTT story, right? So yeah, so that it was a simple story in which the picture was shown and we have to write story. It's quite a simple story, but there are some steps which we have to take to ensure that we will get screened. So the time I got screened in, I called my parents and I told that I got screened in. So that was the first thing. That was the first phase which I passed out. Then second was the stage 2, which is quite tough, which is also known as conference stage. So at that time, my second day was psychology test, in which I got in the morning only psychology test happened, and I've given the psychology test. And after my psychology test, means immediately my interview was there. So I was not having time to get ready, but in 15 minutes I've prepared myself. I wore the uniform and I went for the interview. And as everyone know that last time I was conference out from 33 SSB Bhopal, so I was recognized as a repeater in this batch. So there is a certain difference between a repeater and a fresher. Okay, so in my batch there were 7 repeaters only, and rest all 25 were freshers. So we can say that freshers dominate the whole SSB center because they are having enthusiasm. As they are having the first, they are giving the first interview. They are having enthusiasm to do. And we were 7 freshers, so we were quite in a minority. But one best thing which was happened is that we were means divided into we were shifted into group of freshers. So in a group of 7, 2 were repeaters, 5 were freshers at that time. So that was a quite good moment for me because as I was having a lot of experience, I was having experience of an SSB before, so I can tell the freshers that what to do and they can follow me. So that was the first thing which I can say that because of which I was able to get recommended, because they were calling me Bhaiya, because I was having experience. They were calling me Bhaiya, and from that time, from the first day, what I did is that I made a good relation with all my group mates, and that good relation was helpful for me to get recommended. Because in GTO task, the third day is called as the GTO task, as everyone know. So at that time, the group is there and discussions also happens. So if you make a good relation with your group mates, they will listen to your points. They will listen to every point which you tell, and what the officer will see is that the main, or he will think that I am means dominating and I am acting as a leader in the group. So that's the main thing, to make a good relations with all the people in the SSB. So then all the GTO things happened. Sorry, I will shift towards the interview. After my psychology, my interview was there. So my interview was quite interesting. It lasted for more than 1 hour. So that was a hectic time for me because as a repeater, an interviewer expects more from a repeater. So he'll ask me more hard questions. So I went there. So first of all, what happened is that he didn't allow me to sit down. He allowed me to stand. He asked me 2 to 3 questions while I was standing only. So I was quite nervous at the first time, but he was very, it means the interview was very jolly. He was very kind and he was asking me questions very, means he was asking tough questions, but he was having a smile, because of which I was not losing my hope that I will answer the questions or not. So he asked me the first question. The first question was, okay, Ojas, tell me about your parents, what about your family background, about their occupation, about their income. So like this, he asked me 12 to 13 questions in one row, and I have to answer all the 12 to 13 questions in a sequence, not in a sequence, but I have to answer all till all the questions answers are not been answered. So I was not able to remember all the questions, but I was able to answer 10 questions. So more 2 to 3 questions were remaining. So he was waiting that I will answer the questions, but I was not able to answer. So that was the first time which I got means motivated down in the interview process. Then I asked the sir that, sir, please repeat the question. So he repeated the question, but I will tell you one point, that in an SSB interview, if you are not knowing any answer, you can ask the question again, and if you are not knowing, then you can say that, sorry sir, I am not able to answer, because in a person, all the things, all the knowledge is not, means a person will not have all the knowledge, right? He can ask questions of army related, which I was not able to answer. So I told that, sorry sir, I don't know, can you please ask any other questions. So this point you have to be clear in mind, that we don't have to, you don't have to be an intellectual person to go to SSB. If you are means I was also an average student from the class 11th onwards. Class 11th onwards I was an average student, but later on what I've been practicing maths, as maths was my weakest subject. So I've been practicing my maths subject. So I would like to tell you that SSB is not a tough task. I've been enjoyed there 5 days. From the first day, I've been enjoying. I've been spending my whole time with my friends, and that was a very good moment. That was a memorable moment, I would like to say. And I'd like to ask one question, which was asked to my in my interview to you, all of you. Okay. Okay. So you are having a group of 8 members. Okay, and you are having a river in front of you. You have to cross the river from this side to that side. You are having 3 things with you. Okay, you are having a chicken, means a hen. Okay, you are having rice with you, and a dog with you. Okay, chicken, rice, and dog. You have to cross the river from this side to that side, and you are having a boat. You can only take one item at in one time. You have to go from this side to that side, and yeah, you have to take all the 3 items from this side to that side. So how will you cross the river? Is anyone having the answer? I've told you, I think so. Should I repeat the question? Okay. Okay, so there's a river in front. I will imagine this as a river. Okay, you have to cross the river from this side to that side. You are having 3 items. You are having a hen. You are having rice, and you are having a dog. You have to cross a river from this side to that side. You are having a boat. You can only take one item with you while going from this side to that side. Yes. If you will move rice, then dog will eat the hen.
Chicken will come to it, and if chicken come, dog will come to it.
Pardon, I'm not able to listen your voice.
If I put rice first, then chicken will come to it.
No, you have to take the 3 items safely from this side to that side.
उसके बाद चिकन को वापस लेके आएंगे उसके बाद जाएगा दो
Yes,
Table or river? Table or river?
it's a river. Yes.
After that, I will take a dog, correct? And at last, I will take dog rice. Second, what you will take? Dog.
You will keep the dog there. Then dog can eat the chicken at that side when you will come here.
So then, I can take the dog first and second that rice. Pardon, I'm not able to hear you. Sorry, sir. First of all, I will take dog in that side. Then the rice. If you take dog at that side, then the chicken will eat the rice.
Yeah.
First of all, I will take the chicken to that side. Then after I'll come back and I'll take dog and I'll take it that side. Then I will bring chicken back and then I will take rice and go back.
So this so this was the question which was asked to my interview, because there are certain questions which take time and he has to check our intelligence also. So he gave me 30 seconds only. He told me you are having only 30 seconds, you have to answer. And this question was asked in my conference, in which there were 8 officers sitting on my right side, 8 officers sitting on my left side, and president and the deputy president on the front side. So at that time there is so much pressure, that because they are all in the uniform, they are having stars, golden stars, and they are having medals on their chest. So at that time the pressure is that much, and they have to check they want to check my pressure, that was I able to answer the questions in the pressure time. So this was the questions. Yes, I was able to answer. I was able to answer because I've heard this earlier. I've heard this earlier only. It is a riddle, in which means when I was small it was asked. So I remembered that. And okay, there was one more. There was one more question that was asked. If you are having
25 horses with you, okay, and you are having 5 race tracks. 25 horses and 5 race tracks, and you have to means take out the top 5 horses from the 25. So how many races you have to do?
That was 7
7. How come 7?
I will divide the 25 horses, so that will 5 races I will take, and then I will choose top 2 horses from each race. Then there will be 10 horses, so I will take 2 races and top 10 horses.
And what about the minimum? How many? Tell me the minimum.
5.
So these are the questions which are asked to me, and means you don't have to get panic at that time, because stress is very much high at that time. So if you'll stay calm, one more experience I would like to share. When I entered the conference room, there were 8 officers, means total 18 officers sitting in the conference. So at that time I entered and I was quite nervous. So the first question which asked that, Ojas, why are you nervous? So at that time, if I had said that I was nervous because of the conference, so he might have felt that I'm having a soft corner in myself. So he would have imagined that I'm quite nervous and I cannot handle the stress situations. So the answer which I have answered I've answered that no sir, I'm not nervous. I'm very much confident, and yes sir, you can ask me the question. So this was the answer of me. And these small questions affect a lot in the interview. So I was standing and he told me that, Ojas, you are having a glass of water beside you. You can drink it whenever you want without asking me. So he wanted to check that am I disciplined? Am I disciplined, that am I not following the orders? He told me that you can drink the water without my permission. But the rest of officers are also there. So I have to take their permission also to drink, because they are superior, they are in a superior rank than me. So he wanted to check that am I disciplined or not. So this was my conference. This was a conference. So after my conference, there was a result which was going to be declared of recommended students. So there were 31 students who got screened in. So all 31 were sitting in a hall. There is a big hall, and psychology ma'am is there in 21 SSB Bhopal. So she came and she told that, okay students, how many recommendations do you think are there in 21 SSB Bhopal for the last batch? It was the last batch. So how many recommendations do you think is there from the 21 SSB Bhopal? Generally in 21 SSB Bhopal, 12 to 15 recommendations are there. So she asked that, asked us. So we told that at the first we told that 31 recommendations. We told that all should get recommended. But ma'am told that you are very optimistic. Tell me a little amount. So student told that 15. So ma'am told you are still very optimistic. Tell me means guess something else. So student told that ma'am 12 recommendations. So ma'am told no, it's less than. It's only one digit. It's only one digit recommendation. So all students got scared. So some students told ma'am nine recommendations. Ma'am told no ma'am. Ma'am told no, it's only 7 recommendations. So means that suspense was created by ma'am for 30 minutes and we were waiting for our result. Means all were very confused at that time. They were not knowing that what to do. So yes, the first chest number which ma'am told, chest number 6, means the chest number 1 to 5 got conference route. Direct ma'am told chest number 6, means it's in ascending order. Okay, chest number 6 ma'am told, then ma'am told chest number 12, means 6, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11 all got conference out. That ma'am told 12, then ma'am told 13, then ma'am told 17, which I was 17. So at that time I was not knowing that what to do. I was not able to stand because there is a bench in which we have to open it and you have to stand and you have to give your spell your name and your roll number if you get recommended. So at that time I was not knowing that my chest number was 17. I was still clapping that okay, chest number 17. Okay, chest number 17. Then the person on my backside, he told me you are only chest number 17. Then I stood up and I told that yes ma'am, my name is Ojas Pankaj Shevade and roll number I don't know, because at that time you don't remember that what is your UPSC roll number. So yes, then 17 was there, 22 and 27. So like this 7 got recommended, and then all my friends of my group, they went and means I was very sad at that time because my group especially was very good in the whole SSB process. I thought that 2 to 3 means 3 to 4 students would get recommended from my group, but only 2 got recommended, in which I was one and there was another person. So I was sad that because there is a bond which is created in the 5-day process. So I felt sad at that time, but yeah, I was not knowing what to do because I was happy in my inside. So yeah, the next hectic process is the documentation process, which lasts for more than 6 hours. We have to sit at in one place. We have to fill the documents, and at that time I was excited to tell my parents that Papa, I got recommended, but I was not having my phone. So I requested the officer. I told, sir, please give me the phone. I want to call my parents. I want to call the sir. He also got convinced. He also gave me gave all our phones, and the main was that I was not having the battery in my phone. So yeah, I waited for more than 1 hour.
And yes, Sudhir sir was also waiting for my result. He was waiting. Means generally in 12 to 12:30 the means the result is announced, but I was not able to give my result to Sudhir sir. It was more than 1:30. So yeah, the first call was to my father. That this call is a dream call for everyone, I think so, because whenever you get recommended, the happiness on your parents' face is means you cannot imagine that happiness. They are means at a very high. Their happiness is. So at that time.
I called my father, and the first thing it asked me that Ojas क्या हुआ, in Marathi I will say Ojas काय झालं, and I in a very low tone I told my father काय वाटतं काय झालं असेल. काय वाटतं means in a very low tone I told me. Then my father got nervous because last time also I was conferenced out, so I told my father last time that I got conferenced out. So he was very nervous and he got angry on me. He told me, "Oh, just tell me fast. What is the result?" And I was means creating suspense in my father's mind. I was creating suspense. So I told my father, "Okay, father, पापा तुम आप बैठ सकते हो." फिर पापा को मैंने बोला आप बैठ जाओ, और फिर मैंने फोन फिर and then I called my father. I told that फादर पप्पा झालं यावेळेस रेकमेंड झालोय. The moment I told my father I got recommended,
he cut the call. He was so much happy at that time. He means immediately called my mother. I was when my call was cut, I called my mother, but my mother's call was busy. Means my father called my mother. Means that happiness is so much. You cannot relate that happiness.
and second call was to Sudhir sir. Same I've done with the Sudhir sir. In a very low tone, I asked sir, क्या लगता है क्या हुआ?
फिर सर को बोलिए and सर हो गया सर. Sir then sir was also very happy at that time. And then the calls were coming and I was means the person whom I was not knowing, they were also calling me. They were telling that congratulations, and I was only telling thank you at that time because I was not having that much time. Many calls came and many
Means that was the happiest moment. And one thing I would like to share, the day before my conference was my birthday. Okay, so what I've done with my group is that to influence the group. Okay, I gave the party to my group.
that okay, my birthday is there, you can enjoy, you can this. So I spent around 500 to 600 rupees on that, because of which
In the next conference day, they told to the conference that okay, Ojas chest number 17's birthday was there, and
we have enjoyed very much, because of which I'm not telling that my impression was created, but these small things are also very much important in the assessment process. So we enjoyed a lot. I have roamed the whole Bhopal.
because in one day I went for the outpass and in the medicals also. When the medicals was going on,
We enjoyed a lot while roaming the Bhopal, and Bhopal is a very good place according to me. So yeah, and about Sudhir sir, then returning to my point.
that I called Sudhir sir. Sudhir sir was very happy and he was expecting that my result will come as early as possible because I was not able to, in first attempt I was not able to clear my written examination. Then I was conferenced out, and he was also he was also nervous that what will happen in my result. But he was that much confident that if I'll get screened in on the first day, I'll get recommended. He was having that much confidence, in which because of this confidence, I was very much motivated throughout all my 5-day process, and I was thinking that there are so much hopes. Like whole Adyan family is hoping that I would get recommended. So I was having a type of strength behind me, because of which I was able to be in a strength towards the whole 5-day process. Then Chapu sir's call came. Then he was also very much excited. He also told me that कब आओगे नासिक को, कब मिलोगे. And then I called Rakesh sir. Means everyone in the Adyan was very happy. Like Nehal sir was also there. I was not able to call Nehal sir, but later on in the medical, I got a call and I messaged Nehal sir that sir I got recommended, and he was knowing that I got recommended. The second thing because of which which was the most memorable moment for me was my hug with my father. Means from last 4 to 5 years, frankly speaking, that I've never hugged my father. I wanted to speak in front of my father only, but as he's busy, so I'll speak it now only. So the moment I came to Nasik, I came by the bus, and my father came to pick me up in the morning 5 a.m. Okay, so at that time I entered the car, I opened the door, I sat beside him. He was driving, so he stopped the car and he hugged me tightly. So that was the most memorable moment, because means from the past 2.5 years I've been studying hard for this moment only, and because of which I want to make my parents proud, my teachers proud, my friends proud, that okay, my son, okay, my child, okay, my student, my friend is going to NDA, he is going to become an officer. So this is the most proud moment for me and my family, my teachers and my friends. And that's all. One point I've been left. one point I've been left, that talking about the teachers, you know, whatever activity you do in your whole life, that is means that helps in your SSB process. Because if you will do means, I've been a parade commander in the group, second parade commander. I've told in my SSB interview that okay, sir, I've been in parade group commander. So next question he asked me that how the parade means, how you trained the students, how you trained your juniors. So I told that I've done this, and then certain type of word. If I told that NCC, if certain type of word NCC came in my answer, so he'll ask me questions related to NCC. And if then I will come to football, then he will ask me related to football. Then talking about football, if I told that okay, there is my favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo, then he'll ask me related to Cristiano Ronaldo, that in which country he plays. Then Portugal, then where Portugal is situated. Then I'll tell Europe. Then which is the main countries in Europe. Then which is the main organization held in Europe. So like this, it's a chain in which we don't know that what are the type of questions they will answer. They will question. What are the type of question they will ask. But what we can do is that we can simply say the answers which we know, and means we will not tell anything which we don't know. Okay, if we'll tell the answers which we know, that we'll be familiar with him. First thing is to get familiar with him, because he will act as strict as possible, because he'll check my patience level, my stress level. So these are the things which we have to take up in mind. And last thing I would like to tell you is that SSB is not a very tough task. At last time I was conference talk because I was not having certain type of qualities in me, like I was not having stage daring at that time. Sir also know that they were knowing me as I was a very silent child. I only talk with my friends. I don't talk much with my teachers. They also used to tell me that Ojas, कुछ बात कर यार, किसी से बात करते जा, चुप मत रहते जा. They also used to tell me. So yeah, at that time the spark created in my mind that okay, Ojas, you have to do this. You have to speak with everyone. You have to become an extrovert, because in SSB an extrovert is the only person who get recommended. An introvert doesn't get recommended, because what happens in an introvert is that he is not able to share his feelings. He is not able to share his thoughts. But an extrovert, he is able to share all his thoughts. But all thoughts should be relatable and should be true. It should not be false. Like I'm speaking this, and means everything which we are speaking, we should have a quite knowledge about this. He asked me question related to my regiment. So the one thing which in my preparation, I've prepared the whole notes of my regiment which I am going to join, and around 15 to 20 minutes was asked of my regiment only. So at that time I was able to answer all the questions, which created a plus point for me in my interview process. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.